So far, so good. I basically ordered a water tank, 100 gallons of water. I should figure on at least 10 gallons of water a day for me and Marley. The gray water will get used to water plants, and it will try to create a convection current that'll keep this little area cool. And I'll be able to grow plants that can't be in direct sunlight. That'll add another cooling effect. And if I funnel the airflow right and everything else like that, it should work. Yeah, it's real simple. Just need to figure out how much water and how to use it the most efficiently. Because also, when I thought of it, it was like, yeah, I guess right about at this spot is when people that are walking in and hiking and didn't fully prepare, they start coming down with heat exhaustion. So it'd be a good spot for a cooling corner. And it's right around the corner from the range. So, yeah, it'd be a good spot to create a little garden, a little cooling corner, place to chill out. Yeah. Who would have thought that I'd end up creating a chill spot, right? Haha. So, that's my goal right now. And so far, this is where I'm at. So, figured do a little hard work in the morning and just shoot the shit or whatever for a few hours in the middle of the day, and then do a little bit more work. Starting to level off an area and create a sloping, like, I don't know, plant bed or whatever. I'm trying to think what plants would work well. Yeah, I'm thinking like ferns or something like that. Stuff that does well in tropical climates, but I'm wondering how much water it would take and where I can get some of those plants. Because I think ferns and other types of plants, I could also get a handful of those, and then I think you can do cuttings, and you could start other plants from cuttings. So I should probably take that into consideration as well. So, if I have maybe 10 gallons of water a day, 5 of that will at least get drank by me or Marley or cooked with. The other 5 would be gray water. So yeah, I don't know how much water does garden take. So at some point, hopefully to include a vegetable greenhouse, that'd come into good use here. People, right? Cool food. There's certain types of foods that will help cool your body down. So yeah, it'll fill several needs I have in life, I guess, if you want to put it that way. We all have needs. We need things to do, and Well, it's like getting back to what I was doing. Soup, shelter, and spirit. You know. Yeah. So I don't know what I should call it. Should I call it Kimball's Cooling Corner? Or should I call it Me Oasis? The Relaxing Raptor? Because I figure what I could also do is distinct purposes. As well as the plants. I think a misting system could be efficient if I well, maybe I'm overthinking it. Set up a little fish pond. Difference of a foot or 6 inches, eh? So, signal booster, plants, more water tanks. I have to get a bigger tank than 100 gallons. So yeah, from what I understand, this place really gets to popping off at certain times of the year. Didn't think I'd end up living at a tourist attraction. Whoops. But hey, where I was at, I wasn't catching a break anywhere. Everything was nickeling and diming me. I just didn't fit in anywhere. There was nothing for me to really do. At least here, I have the freedom to make something. At least make something with a little bit that I have. That I can say, yeah, this, while at the same time, it would provide people with something that they need. You're overheating in this heat. I guess it gets up to 120. If I can, so. There's a lot of things that could be done. I could do like a root cellar setup. I don't know. I've also heard of different types of coolers where they use like a cooling tower kind of setup. So maybe I can find where there's some blueprints or schematics of that, because it's supposed to operate just on simple pump mechanism. Would do it. And simple, water pump to trickle the water from the top down as it creates an evaporation process through the layers of cardboard. That kind of pump could be ran with solar power. So if I created a space, my God, 50 by 50 maybe? I mean, optimally. But have it to where I can either expand, or I could have it running on optimal efficiency. Have it like layered to where if there's a major crowd of people are just dropping left and right. We could make a few adjustments fairly quickly, move down um, walls, baffles. I don't know what that said. Kind of cool. Um, yeah. Hello. So, yeah, that'll give me something to do. And, I don't know why I'm here. Just seemed like the thing to do at the time. Because up there, the only place you could really park was next to the airport. Park rangers were being dicks. You know, I guess when you point out a major whatever that's going on in a local problem or trying to help a problem, people don't like it being pointed out that they got a problem, right? Maybe that'll work right there. So it's like, yeah, it's like, here, check this out. There's like this statistic about the crime rates, murder rates, violent crimes, and all that. Apparently, those rates are down. So, our violent crime rates down, but we all think that they're up because the news is always reporting it more and more. See, sometimes what happens is when a problem's being dealt with, it's spoken of more. So, as I was saying, yeah, the signal out here gets all intermittent and shit. Probably because all the other signals from the towers over there. So, when crimes are being dealt with, problems are being worked, solutions are being found, quite often what happens is people talk more about the problem and the instances. And some of us, we do that to gather more information. The more educated you are about the problem, the more you're going to be able to the right solution. The panic effect of the masses, that's something to flip out about. Fuck. There goes my tarp. Well, I'm going to have to figure out something back there. Need some type of structure that I can put and batten down. Just alright. Slowly but surely, I'm figuring it out. Maybe tomorrow I'll get to work on that air conditioner. Yeah, it's a big air conditioner for this space. It seems to so. And if I do it right, I have a little area out there. It's insulated and already cooler than the surrounding area. When I fire that up, I can open this window. I could even probably block off a section of this to where the air conditioner just goes. You need tarps, right? It's basically created air conditioning duct out of a tarp. And see, that's why I also want to get the solar panels and that backup and all that other stuff. Because I should be able to turn this into like the hub of something. Start cleaning up the floor space in here. Finding out where to put everything. I have that tent out there I could use for storage. Um, Not exactly sure where I want to put the water tank. I'm wondering if I want to hook it up to the main line to this or how I want to do that. Sorry, I was just thinking about some of the plumbing. Um, so yeah, if I hook it into the main line and I just route the gray water drain off, the black water, I'm gonna have to get me one of those portable drain systems. Somebody riding on a through. I think he's going to visit my neighbor. Oh, that's better. I didn't think opening that curtain would do much, but that made a big difference. Oh, yeah, it's a good. Yes, I got an area completely shaded. It's in the shade all day long. flies. Oh my god. The best way to deal with them is just keep it going. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here. Yeah, airflow and all that shouldn't be hard. I mean, I don't know shit about it, but let's see what I can do. To capture a good part of the evaporation, which can easily be done with visqueen, and you do it just like you do using an evaporation process in a survival situation to get water from vegetation or water. You basically use the sun and you do a little hole and you set up a little evaporation process to where whatever you're trying to get the water out of in the middle evaporates up, stick down on the runs that you create. So I think I might be able to do something like that on a much larger scale. Let's see if we can do that. Because I figured that, if you just create a large, you know, if that was, if it's from gray water, then essentially that becomes drinkable again. Because process. Or that could be used for vegetables. And then from there, you have another evaporation type process, and then you could pull the drinking water out of that. So it would run through first the cooling garden. After the cooling garden, it would go through the vegetable food garden. It could be recycled back into drinking water. So the question is how to do it. How much is it going to cost? I don't have the carpentry know-how or any of that. So here we are. So I figured I'd chime in and say, yeah, I'm getting to work, getting off my ass. I'm not up to no good. PTSD's leveled out. I'm not having too many emotional problems. Just every now and then my mind slips into what am I doing? Right? Fuck. I'm gonna have to walk into town if I can't get this thing started to get to this Monday. Well, it'll be there in 2 days, yeah. Hopefully. Or I find a place where I can send a fax. So with that, let's see what I can do to get this thing started.
catch you all later. Blessed.